Test. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm going to unplug it.
Foxboro Cable Access, Cable 8 Sports, and the NFHS Network present Foxboro High School girls basketball. Welcome to Taunton High School for the Massachusetts State Division III girls semifinal, as the defending champion #2 seed Foxboro Warriors take on the #3 seeded Clippers of Norwell High in a rematch of last year's state title game. Hello everybody, I'm Mark Farinola bringing you the play-by-play with Kate Hill alongside. And Kate, these two teams know each other quite well from their battle for all the marbles in Lowell last March, and both have won 18 straight games entering this rematch. But there will be only one returning starter for Foxboro from that game, while 4 of the 5 starters return for the Clippers. Could that block Foxboro's path to a 3rd straight title?
So we have Maddie Oliver, who's coming back. She scored 1,000 points in that game last year, and 4 seniors. So that is good for the Clippers.
Well, here are the starting lineups for tonight's game, and you could probably hear Mike Fox of Taunton High School announcing them. I think I'll just step aside and let him do the job. Is the only non-starter from last year's game, but she did play a lot. And now here's the Foxboro Warriors, and again back to Mike Fox. And again, the only starter coming back is Kaylee Sullivan, and she has started for a long time for Foxboro High School and has 1,871 career points. Now to Honor America. Oh, they'll do it in a second. The Warriors do, however, most of the kids that are playing tonight as starters did play a lot in that game in Lowell. And now, to Honor America, our national anthem. Turn to the American flag, and now, the national anthem. The rights fee to this cablecast has been waived by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association on behalf of the students of Foxborough High School. The MIAA represents nearly 400 senior high schools across the Commonwealth and more than 200,000 young men and women that participate annually in MIAA-governed athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of this program without the written consent of the MIAA is prohibited. Well, I just heard something, folks. End of 3 quarters in, I forgot where that game, it's Worcester State, I think it was.
Worcester State,
yes,
yep.
It was. St. Mary's of Lynn, the other 2 semifinals, St. Mary's of Lynn and Pittsfield. St. Mary's has a 48-27 lead over Pittsfield.
And that is in the 3rd quarter.
And entering the 4th quarter of play. So here we go, folks. We have the Warriors wearing their white uniforms, gold numbers, blue trim. You have the Clippers in their blue uniforms, white numbers. Thank God the numbers are larger on the back. We're a long way. We are at the end line today, folks, so we will try our best to give you a good call this game here at the Cavernous Rabowen Fieldhouse here at Taunton. And that first play will go out of bounds off. And the tip was off, and it will be Foxborough ball.
So that was a travel by number 3, number 2.
I was always not sure if she was on the line or not.
Yeah, she was kind of moving. So.
All right, bringing the ball up for the Warriors is Adriana Perazzo, number 3. Gives it off to Ava Hill now on the left side. Going to the basket, Kaylee Sullivan for the first basket of the game for the Warriors. They lead 2-0. Norwell inbounds. Bringing the ball up is
Pantilla.
It is Pantilla, number 13. Gives it off to Maddie Oliver. Maddie is their big scorer. Goes inside, however, and there's a basket by Alexandra Cassidy, and it's 2-2.
That was a great screen and roll, and she just dumped it into Cassidy for 2.
Perazzo brings it up. Quick cutting to the basket. That's going to go in, and a foul. Was that Sullivan?
Sullivan,
yes,
good for 2.
Sully with 2 points and a foul.
It was kind of a difficult shot, her driving.
It was. Nice little cut in, though. Good look inside as she was driving the baseline. I did not catch who the foul was on. But Sullivan's at the foul line to complete the 3-point play, and she does.
That was on Pantilla.
Alrighty, thank you so much. You got the kid with the younger eyes here who's helping me out here tonight. All right, here comes Norwell up the court. They are going from left to right on your screen. Cassidy has it, now gives it, stops at the foul line. Gives it over to McGuire. McGuire on the right side. Looking, stop, facing some double team, knocked out of bounds by Sampson.
So I believe Sampson has the job of guarding Oliver. So she has a tough job tonight. She's an excellent player, number 14.
All right, Cassidy has it again. Gets bumped by Hill, goes inside to Oliver. Oliver scores, nice pass. Oliver's going to do that a lot. She has some pretty large numbers on her total. Of course, she got her 1,000th career point in last year's state title game against the Warriors. Going to the basket again, pass out. The shot by Drummond is good from Sullivan.
Nice pass. I believe that was Perazzo with the assist, but we'll see the replay.
Okay, I think you're right. I think you're right on that.
It's also daylight savings. We're going to give that pass to you, okay? And everyone in the gym.
Oh, we'll do our best.
Sleep is important.
I could give you folks a lot of reasons why I'm struggling down there at the end of the court, but it's we're watching the game, and so are you, and hopefully you're enjoying it. That one will be out of bounds off Foxborough, and
so nice tip by Ava Hill. Good defense on number 13. Driving the lane there. That is Pantilla.
Okay, inbounding the ball is Oliver. Gives it to Cassidy. Now out top. The shot.
15 for 3.
Three-pointer by Reagan Dowd, and you have to watch out for her. It is 8-7 Foxborough in the early going. 5:36 left here in the opening quarter. Sullivan has it. Sullivan takes it around the right side, gives it off. Over to Drummond's left side. A three-pointer is good. by
Sampson hits a 2.
Sampson.
That's a 2. She was on the line.
Was she on the line? Okay.
Okay.
It was very close.
It's a great shot.
And turnover, backcourt.
So backcourt violation, Clippers, Foxborough basketball. And nice ball movement by Foxborough. You know, Sully wanting that right corner, which, you know, I don't really appreciate, and moving the basketball and then finding the open man. So great job.
Foxborough inbounds. Taking it across the top is Perazo. Gives it to Hill at the high post. Now gives it to Sullivan, left side. Sullivan makes her drive into the basket, covered heavily right now. But got to Drummonds for 3. That's no good. Rebound will be Foxborough's, though. Perazo goes to get it. All right, up top, Perazo again. Perazo has Oliver on her. Now gives it off on the left side to Sullivan. Sullivan surveys everything in front of her. Back out to Perazo. 14 seconds in the shot clock. Perazo will take it back. Well, we're running a little out of time out here, but good defense. Definitely good defense. Perazo's going to have to get it in. That's going to be into Sampson. No good. Rebound. It hit the bottom of the rim, so at least it got some iron, but Norwell comes away with it. All right, Oliver tries to take it to the block. Now she gets it back out. Ball is bounced around, and there'll be a foul there, I believe, on Dowd.
That is on Dowd.
It is on Dowd.
Perazo getting ready to, you know, race up the court with that ball after that tip steal. So we have a replay here of Drummonds. And so that was...
Well, we'll go to that in a second, I'm sure, but the ball is in play right now, so we will look here as Sampson has the ball left side, now gives it to Drummonds. Drummonds up the top of the key. Now will take it in. A little tricky dribble. They're really doing a good job of covering. There's Hill for the 3 outside, no good, but close. Hill gets the rebound again. Tries to lose the ball inside, but Foxborough comes away with it. Sullivan has it. She'll take it around outside in the perimeter. Stops. Looks at Drummonds right side. Drummonds behind the back dribble. She'll take it back to Sullivan. Sullivan. No, I'm sorry, that was Hill. And now in front, there is a shot by Drummonds. I'm sorry, by Perazo.
Yeah.
Rebound, no. It's Norwell's ball.
$15 driving the lane. That's Dowd.
Dowd takes it. All right, rebound is by number 4, Cassidy. Cassidy got the rebound and in the right place to hit it.
Clippers playing pretty good defense here.
10-9 Foxborough here. And bumped out of bounds. Well, they'll just bump it. It was Kylie Sampson with the ball. Got bumped off of a Norwell player, but that would have been close to contact almost, but it is Foxborough ball. 2:46 left here in the first quarter. 21 on the shot clock. Sullivan has it, top of the key. Covered closely by Paige McGuire. Inside, got Hill being double teamed, and will be a, was that Sullivan? I can't tell.
They're looking to double on her, and they know that she's going to get the ball.
Here's the 3-pointer by Elijah Drummonds a little earlier that shows that she had a nice look at that one.
Great shot.
All right, the ball's in play. 4 seconds left in the shot clock. They got to get one off. And the scoop shot, no good. Rebounded by Norwell. Here comes Oliver up the court. Oliver at the foul line. Turns around, turnaround jumper is good.
Great shot.
4 points for her in the game so far, and Norwell takes the lead, 11-10 here at 2:07 left. Sullivan has the ball out top. Stolen away from her. Dowd gives it up to Pantilla. That shot is no good. Rebound, fought for. Oh, Drummond's got it back out to Cassidy. Unfortunately, that shot's no good for Norwell. They get another offensive rebound. And this is the trouble that Foxborough had against Pentucket. The outside shot by Dowd drops in.
And that is for 3.
That's a 3.
Foxborough doing a lot of ball watching underneath the hoop. They have to box out. This is how, you know, like you said, last game.
Foxborough was heavily out-rebounded by Pentucket in the last, and they were beaten terribly off the offensive boards as well. That drive to the basket will be a foul called. And I believe that should be on Pantilla. Sullivan will go to the line. No, I'm sorry, that was on Cassidy. All right, Sullivan will go to the foul line.
So Foxborough has 0 team fouls. Norwell has 3. So and we are 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go.
And that first one misses connections, which is a little kind of rare for her, but she usually responds well. That one does not go either, but rebounded by Foxborough. The outside shot by Perazzo, no good.
Nice
Rebound,
boxing out
fought
by...
forward, boxing out, and the ball stayed in front, and they waited for it to go out of bounds, and it never did. Dowd drops it off to Pantilla, back to Dowd. Now underneath, Pantilla, no. Rebound, fought for Sullivan, almost came out with it. She gets fouled on the way out as she's tried to start this fast break. Pantilla has now, okay, I thought she had another one before that, but that is the 4th team foul, however, on Norwell. 58.8 seconds left here in this first quarter of play, and the Clippers in a 4-point lead.
They got to watch this hand checking. That's a foul right there.
Throws that one up, no. Rebounded underneath by Oliver. Oliver will take it up. Oliver covered closely by Sampson. Now she gets it over to Pantilla. Pantilla tries to drive, bounces off of Drummonds. Drummonds will draw the foul. That'll be the first against Foxborough.
So that was a good drive by number 13, Pantilla, and she'll go to shoot 2.
Pretty sure she pronounces it Pantilla, and I asked last year, in fact. That is the first one is good. And the first sub of the game, Naomi Aguas-Vivas will come in for Foxborough. Well, that one's a tough one for Mike Fox. And Drummonds goes out. Second shot by Pantilla is good. 30.4 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now there'll be a sub for Norwell. I did not see who it was. Bringing the ball up is Sullivan, gives it off to Perazzo. Perazzo takes it into the left side, back out at the foul line, gives it back out. Perazzo will take it back outside the circle again. The Warriors aren't really moving a lot without the ball right now, as Perazzo will throw that one up, no good, but rebounded by Sampson. Gets it back out to Sullivan, now to Perazzo. Perazzo will drive to the basket. Good shot by her right before the buzzer.
Right at the buzzer. Excellent job. That was a little better, that set. Still not satisfied there. Any chance that we have a replay of Perazzo's drive here with close to 1 second left here. And as she goes, and that help defense, I think that was number 4. She wasn't there in time. So kind of a better set right there, but Foxborough is doing the same things that they were doing, unfortunately, on Friday. Norwell did their homework. They are familiar with Kaylee Sullivan. They're going to double. They're going to pressure her. They're going to make the other Warriors on the team try to put up some points. And I think that's a great plan. I think that's where we can actually do quite well, is if others are going to contribute. Foxborough had 1 foul in that quarter. So let's kind of get a little more aggressive, I think. I think that would be a good plan.
16-12, Norwell in the lead after 1 quarter. Foxborough plays in this gym every other year as a member of the Hockomock League against Taunton. But they haven't played a playoff game here since March 7th, 2020. They faced number 4 Hingham in the Division II South Final. In that game, Foxborough rallied from a 12-point deficit to beat the Harbor Women 57-50, and then they went on to defeat North Reading in the Division II state semifinal at TD Garden before the planned state title game against Taconic High of Pittsfield was canceled because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Norwell has a little bit more recent history with this gym. They played here last year against Medway, and they beat them. First shot is no good. Rebound and a foul called.
And great, defensive position, rebounding position by Bryn Allen, and she gets fouled over the back by Cassidy.
That was by Cassidy, and that was her second foul.
Alex Cassidy, she's a sophomore.
All right, bringing the ball up is Perazzo. She gives it off to Sullivan, left wing.
You got to make a good screen and roll here, Bryn.
Sullivan goes through double traffic there, but gets it back out to Perazzo. Sullivan has it back. Left side, stops, tries to do a little dribbling magic. It's not helping though. She's
fouled again.
She's called on a hand check, and I'll tell you, that is not a popular call with Paige McGuire, because she was the one who got called for it.
I was watching this guy in warm-ups. He is a general. He was watching everyone to make sure their jewelry was removed, that their shirts were all the right way. So, I don't know, I'm kind of impressed. But then again, I am kind of like a homer, so nice try.
That pass goes out of bounds. They're looking for Bryn Allen on that. Bryn's in the game.
Little quicker to deep dive down to the basket there on Bryn Allen.
Heidi Warren in the game for Norwell. She's a three-point shooter. She did a lot of damage in that tournament game last year. Got a couple of quick threes, and people had to keep an eye on her in that title game at the Tsonga Center in Lowell. All right. Hanging on to that ball is Maddie Oliver. She's strong. You can see it. Now back out now on top to Adrienne Dowd. And inside to number 14, Maddie Oliver, for the first Norwell basket of the period, and it's still a 6-point deficit here for the Foxborough Warriors. Norwell looking to get to the state title game for the second year in a row. They have yet to win a state championship. Foxborough calls a timeout.
And we got a replay here. I believe this is from Maddie Oliver, or feed in. Nice pass, nice entry pass, lob pass, if you will.
We have a couple of veterans on the sidelines tonight. Matt Mariani is the head coach at Norwell, and he's in his 19th year. He's a 3-time Mass Basketball Coaches Association Coach of the Year. He earned his 300th career victory against Bishop Fenwick earlier this year. He currently has 303. Lisa Downs in her 14th year as the head coach of the Warriors. 252 and 67, a 790 winning percentage. She played at Foxborough High and at UMass Dartmouth, and she has won 4 state championships as the head coach of the Warriors, and actually was an assistant coach on their 5th state championship back in 1995.
That was a wild game.
Okay, so now everybody will know who is the next game for both of these, either of these teams, whoever wins. St. Mary's of Lynn defeats Pittsfield 59, I believe that was 43, I think I heard.
59-43,
yes,
St. Mary's going to the state champ.
Can't read my own handwriting there. 59-43, St. Mary's of Lynn. They're a terrific team. Foxborough played them a lot in the preseason way back during the summer during a tournament at the Dana Barrow Center in Stoughton. All right, Warriors have the ball, having a hard time penetrating this defense. There's a 35-second violation, and that hardly ever happens. Ava Hill will go back into the ball game for the Warriors.
And a great job by Bryn Allen trying to block out her players. She'll take a seat. Ava Hill back in the game.
Warriors are really having trouble. Kate, it's a little ways away, so I'm having trouble picking up exactly what they're running, but Foxborough showing a little bit of pressure there. Now Dowd will finally get the ball across. Reagan Dowd, she is a multi-purpose weapon for this team.
She's got 2
Looking
threes.
Inside.
Nice.
Ball is knocked away. They'll call a foul on the floor. And it'll probably be Hill, I think.
It was on Sullivan.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. It is on Kaylee Sullivan. That's her first in the quarter for the team.
She was just trying to trickily just bat the ball away.
All right, Reagan Dowd inbounds. Vantilla gives it to Oliver. Oliver turns, facing double teaming.
Yes, they should do that.
But they'll find the open person, and looking underneath.
Great defense.
Unable to get that shot off is Tess Murray, number 5. Quick, fast break on the other end. That doesn't go. Warriors now chasing Norwell and they down the court. Inside, a foul on this attempt by Adrienne Dowd, the younger of the Dowds. Actually, there are 3 Dowds on this roster.
Yeah, there's a set of twins, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
So that's on Perazo. Foxborough's second. And this is, yeah, she'll go for 2. She is a freshman.
That first shot is no good.
And she makes that one.
I'm sorry, it is good. Sorry.
So Elijah Drummond subbing in for Naomi Aguas-Vivas, and Adrienne Dowd will shoot the bottom end of her 2 shots. And
all right,
yep,
that one misses, but rebounded immediately.
That's a nice sneak in there. That's Foxborough falling asleep again. Can't be doing that.
Rebounded by Maddie Oliver, and she has 8 points now in the game.
Sullivan's going to take this game into her hands right now.
And she did, with a runner in the lane, 2-pointer. Her 3rd basket of the game. She has 7 points. All right, bringing the ball up is Maddie Oliver. Oliver crosses the center stripe, gets it into the paint. Now a little quick pass underneath, but Dowd misses that one. The younger Dowd, Adrienne, rebounded by Foxborough. Quick pass up by Drummonds, finds Sullivan left side. Sullivan will try to go in, stop and pop. That one will fall out of the rim, rebounded, fought for underneath. It'll be a tie-up, and that ball will go to Foxborough's direction.
So Foxborough has no fast break opportunities. I haven't seen not one. So, and we have a replay of Sully driving the lane here, or doing a little kind of over the foul line there. So Norwell's doing a great job of denying, the fast break opportunities. That's where we do so well because we're so quick. Sullivan will take it to the foul line, puts the shot up again. A little off balance, doesn't go, but Foxborough gets the rebound. Sampson pulled that one down, gets it back out to Drummonds, but she loses the ball. And here comes Reagan Dowd for an easy layup, and she has 8 points. And Foxborough is trailing 23-14 here, a 9-point deficit. It's not something Foxborough hasn't faced before, but not this year. All right, left side. Drummonds has it. Drummonds will take it into the foul line, spin move, loses the ball on the way up. That's going to be still off of Foxborough, off of Norwell. Drummonds took a little bit of a hard hit as she went to the floor, but she gets up. It will be put in play by Kaylee Sullivan to the right of the basket as she's looking at the court. Now gets it to Ava Hill. Looking for Hill inside, but there was blocked off easily, and there was no way she was going to get the ball. Here comes Oliver. Oliver will stop at the 3-point circle. No good. Rebounded by Sullivan. Sullivan will take it up the court. Sullivan goes into the basket, and she scores, and she's fouled. And she's up.
That's Kaylee Sullivan.
And replay. Got that rebound. She sees the lane, and she gets that contact. She goes down. And now for 1.
I think Oliver had that foul. That's her first. And then Sullivan completes the 3-point play. She now has 10 points in the game. Foxborough, however, trailing by 6. All right, Maddie Oliver has the ball, gives it off to Reagan Dowd.
Foxborough has to be more vocal on defense. I don't hear any talking here.
Inside, blocked. And a second shot
Ball watching again. Ball watching again.
Well, they did a good job. Hill did a good job to take that ball out of the hands of Oliver, but unfortunately a foul. Drummonds gets called for that. That's her second foul.
I'm sure Lisa must be extremely frustrated right now. I mean, happy with a couple of things here, but the Foxborough Lady Warriors, if they really want to make a difference here in advance, they really need to lock in these rebounds.
Heidi Warren gets the first of 2. Here's that fast break by Dowd earlier. Second shot by Warren, no good. There's a foul in the rebounding, but it wasn't called. The Adrienne Dowd surely gave a pretty good bump, I think, to Hill on the way in, but that ball will still be Foxborough's ball. 24-17, Foxborough down by 7. Defending state Division III champs, and their previous year they won the Division II title as well. Looking to get back to a title game for the 3rd time in 3 years.
And Warren is face guarding Kaylee. She's not having any regard for anyone else. Kylie Sampson for 3.
From the top of the key, Sampson. And it's good whenever somebody else is checking in like that.
We like that.
All right. Warren, I'm sorry, well, the ball is now in the hands of Dowd, now over to Adrian Dowd. And she is bumped off the play by Hill. Looked like there was incidental contact, but Hill will be called with the foul.
It looked like she tripped over her own feet. The freshman Dowd there. I don't buy that. So we have a 3 replay of Sampson here. Nice job. So I don't know what that was, but she created that on her.
All right, Dowd will have the first free throw attempt, and she gets it. She is 2 for 3 now at the foul line. And that one rattles in. 26-20. Foxborough down by 6. The Clippers off to a pretty good start in this game. Hill has it. To the left of the key goes cross court. Perazo looking to fake a couple times, drives, gets it back out to Drummonds. Drummonds looking to get into the lane. Now a quick pass, but it was blocked off. It was looking for Hill, but there was a defender in front of her, and she didn't recognize it. Oliver has it. Oliver, again, she directs things, and then she finishes things pretty well. Adrian Dowd takes it up, no good. Rebound, slapped up in the air. Drummonds, it comes down to Perazo. Perazo will get things started here. 1:50 left here in this first half of play here at Taunton High School, the Rabowen Fieldhouse. They did a wonderful redo of this a couple years ago. It really needed it too. It was showing its age, but they freshened it up a lot. All right, looking to get that ball in somehow is Perazo now in the corner. Coming across to Sampson, batted out of bounds. A nice block there.
And a nice strong drive. Nice strong drive. So we have Naomi Agos-Vivas in for Drummonds.
All right, Sullivan will inbound. Gives it to Hill. Now back outside for the three-pointer by Perazo. And Foxborough battling back. 26-23 with 1:16 left in this one. Here comes Maddie Oliver. Oliver gives it off to Adrian Dowd, who's made a big contribution here. Inside, and the drive to the basket is good by Pantilla. All right, again, Foxborough back down the court quickly. Sullivan has it. Sullivan, top of the key, will drive in. 3 players there, and she throws it in, and it's good, and she's fouled. Oh! Kaylee Sullivan had her eyes on the prize. She got the ball in. She got hammered.
Replay. Kaylee Sullivan being heavily quadruple teamed. And she makes it.
The foul's on Holly Pantilla. That is her second. 4th on the team. Sullivan will go to the line looking for the conclusion of another 3-point play, and it is successful. It is a 2-point game right now.
We have a replay of Adriana Perazo. Nice job. Foxborough full court man.
It looks like the Foxborough game is starting to kick back in a little bit here. All right, here comes Oliver. Oliver really is in charge of this team. Underneath, though, and they found her all by herself, Adrian Dowd. She has been quite a contributor here in this quarter for Norwell. All right, Sullivan up top. Gives it off to Agos-Vivas.
Jumper.
3, no good. Rebounded by Oliver. A little hasty on that shot, I think. All right, Dowd loses it. Dowd has it back, and she gets up towards the basket. No, rebound, and I think she fouled. Are they going to call it on Dowd? Yes. Oh. Yes, they did. They called it on Dowd. And as in the rebounding action, you could see Perazo was there. A whole bunch of people were there. But 30-26 with 13.6 seconds left here And I believe that does send Peraza to the foul line. Sullivan will go to the foul line here instead. I'm sorry, because that is it. They are in the bonus now.
Sullivan will shoot 2.
Yes, they will. 13.6 seconds left. Sullivan's first shot is up and good.
13.6 seconds. I think you just mentioned that.
I do.
Daylight savings is definitely killing us.
All right, and Sullivan completes the 2 free throws. Sullivan's having a good half now. 15 points for her in this half. Here comes Maddie Oliver, though. She's had her impact and will continue, I'm sure. As she drives right to the basket, it goes, but it does not go, but she's fouled. And I think that was on Sampson.
So Foxborough has to be careful of these dump down passes. Every time somebody drives in, there's somebody sneaking right in there. So that's what I've been seeing, you know, in this angle here.
I'm not guessing well on the foul side. That was Naomi Aguas-Vivas. The first shot by Oliver is no good, however. Her first trip to the foul line. She has 8 points. It's a 2-point game with 4.8 seconds left. Foxborough trailing, but it was a lot worse, and that second one goes. So it's 31-28. Foxborough looking for the last shot. Sullivan takes the 3, goes off the rim.
Nice try.
Almost went at the buzzer, but that is the end of the first half. The winner of this game will go on to face St. Mary's of Lynn in the state title game, but right now it is Norwell 31, Foxborough 28. And Kate, your thoughts here as we enter our intermission.
So Sullivan's being face guarded, as it's pretty quite obvious. A couple of the other Warriors have stepped in. Drummonds, Peraza, Sampson. We haven't heard anything from Ava Hill. She got to rebound more. She got to, you know, get those passes. But, you know, with Madison Oliver guarding Ava Hill, that's a big wingspan. It's hard to get that pass off. But Ava also has a big wingspan, so I don't know what's going on.
Well,
also,
I think, you know what I think has happened on that is that the decisions to pass to her have been a little late, because Ava has flashed open underneath a couple of times. But then they don't see it as quickly as they should, because it's one of those bang-bang type of plays. So Ava's gotten the position, but it disappeared before the pass went. And that's, you know, a testament, too, to the way that Norwell has reacted pretty well to just about everything that Foxborough's done so far.
The other dangers here are the second chance opportunities that I'm seeing from Norwell, and they're cashing in. They're cashing in on every single time that, you know, they miss a shot and then Foxborough is asleep on the glass. I've seen a lot of great things from Bryn Allen. Elijah Drummonds is really strong, trying to block out her players and tip the ball. Foxborough defense, they need a tune-up. Lisa's not happy with this. Like I said, people are slipping in, you know, and those dump-down passes are happening. Not a lot of outside shooting, 2 threes by the Clippers, and 1, 2, 3 threes by the Warriors. So going forward, it's, you know, that third quarter is always the tricky one. And like we talked about it, Mike O'Neill and myself on Friday, that's basically going to tell you who's going to win the game, and I'm going to stand by that.
The scoring at halftime here is pretty close for these two teams, obviously, to kind of what you expect from everybody. Good thing to see for Foxborough right now, Adriana Peraza contributing in the first half. She got her 9 points against Pentucket, all in the fourth quarter. And it's a little bit nicer for the Warriors if she spreads those out a little bit sometimes. But she has 5 points in this game so far. Elijah Drummonds has 3 on that first quarter three-pointer. Kaylee Sullivan's yet to hit a 3, but she has 15 points as she's been driving and hitting her free throws, which is very helpful. Kylie Sampson with 5 points, and that's high for her. And that's been it for the Warriors so far, scoring-wise. For the Clippers, Alexandra Cassidy has 2 baskets for 4 points. Adrian Dowd has 5 points and a basket and 3 free throws. Holly Pantilla has 4 points. Maddie Oliver has 9. Reagan Dowd has 8. And Heidi Warren has 1 point. Those are a lot of familiar names from the game that I called last year at the Tsonga Center in Lowell. Excuse me. Of course, these teams, you know, both 22-1 records coming in. Norwell's path to this game so far has been from all home games. Groton Dunstable was the first. They beat them 57-39. Then they played Bellingham, a much improved team from last year. That game was Norwell's win 57-40. And then on March 7th, they played Fontbonne Academy. That was a 54-41 win for Norwell, and that's what led them here. For Foxborough, it's been all home games as well. Swampscott was the first team in. They won that one. Foxborough won that one 54-33. Watertown was next. That was Foxborough's biggest win of the tournament. That's obviously more like the Foxborough of last year at that point, 71-31 victory. And then Pentucket came in and gave Foxborough a real battle, and they tend to do that. It's been a great rivalry in the tournament for years. 54-49 was the final, and that is what led them here. Foxborough scoring an average of 64.8 points per game, and they are allowing 37.9. Norwell scoring 55.6 points a game, allowing 36.0. And their largest win this year was a 48-point win against Weymouth. Their closest was 5 points against Bishop Fenwick. Their closest loss, and their only loss, was in that tournament down in Kissimmee, Florida, that Foxborough went to last year. They lost to a team from Brecksville, Ohio, by 31 points. And that's sort of the path Foxborough took last year. They met a team from the Cleveland area, got pretty well hammered in that first one, then came back and won the last two, and that's exactly what Norwell did this year. Foxborough's largest win was 59 points against Canton early in the year. Their closest win was a three-pointer at Franklin. Franklin, a perennial challenger in Division I, and that was a hard-fought win where Foxborough really had to come back strong in that fourth quarter. Their largest loss and their only loss was 4 points at Oliver Ames, and they got revenge on Oliver Ames later in the season, beating them by 26 points. Foxborough, Norwell, they both won 18 points in a row entering the rematch of this game, of last year's state title game, which is one round earlier this year. So, of course, Foxborough won the state title against Norwood last year, 66-43 at the Songa Center. And as I mentioned, that was their second straight state title, in different divisions, however. One other notable thing for Foxborough folks, and I know a lot of folks in the Foxborough audience are following this. Kaylee Sullivan with 15 points in the first half. For those of you who read the local newspaper down there, it's called the Sun Chronicle. It's based in Attleboro. They have, for a long time, and I was the one who did it, kept a list of all of the schools' leading scorers, and we would publish it all as a 1,000-point list of the 12 schools that we covered. Excuse me, Kaylee Sullivan has now gone into second place all time behind the great Sarah Bain. Foxborough High School alum, obviously. She scored 2,562 points in her high school career in 4 years, too. She didn't have any extra years involved. And Kaylee's a four-year player, too. With her 15 points right now, she has 1,886, which is 3 points ahead of King Philip Regional High School graduate Kara O'Neill. She had 1,883 over her career, which ended in the 1990s. So, again, that's a pretty good chunk of points there. I mean, we've had quite a few people in southeastern Massachusetts this year reach 2,000 points. Kat Cheeseborough of Dartmouth, Ava Orlando of Notre Dame Academy in Hingham. 2,000 is hard to get to, and sometimes you get a chance to play an extra year if your 8th grade classes are in the same building as the high school classes. Strangely enough, here at Taunton High School, they have over 1,800 students in the grades 9 through 12, and yet their 8th graders are eligible here too because their middle school is in this building. And occasionally, although not often with that number of kids, occasionally an 8th grader will make it to a varsity team. So that's where we stand at halftime here. The Foxborough Warriors trailing the Norwell Clippers 31-28. Norwell looking for its first state championship game and state championship win if they can get past this round. All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back for the start of the second half.
Hey, Matt.
Good, how are you?
Good. I was just down at my son's house in Berkeley, and the game was going on.
Welcome back to the Rabowen Fieldhouse here at Taunton High School. The MIAA Division III Girls State Semifinal between the Foxboro Warriors and the Norwell Clippers. The Foxboro Warriors trailing Norwell 31-28. Here at halftime, we're about ready to start the second half. The rights fee to this cablecast has been waived by the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association on behalf of the students of Foxboro High School. The MIAA represents nearly 400 senior high schools across the Commonwealth and more than 200,000 young men and women that participate annually in MIAA-governed athletic competition. Any rebroadcast or republication of this program without the written consent of the MIAA is prohibited. And of course, we welcome the audience from the National Federation of High Schools Network to this telecast tonight. Glad to have you with us. I'm Mark Farinella. Kate Hill is alongside, and all the folks here from Foxboro Cable Access are bringing you this game. They're about ready to inbound the ball, and they do, as Norwell now is going from right to left on your screen. They are in the blue uniforms, of course. Pantillo gives it off to Oliver. Oliver back out to McGuire. McGuire will drive to the basket. She runs into Alasia Drummonds, and I think Drummonds is going to get the foul on that.
So that's a jump ball they're discussing.
Oh, okay.
Eva had her hands on the ball.
Well, they're debating it down there,
yep.
So obviously somebody thinks it's a foul
And the general wants the foul. I'm going to call the redheaded guy a general. Because he is. I feel like he's the general.
And since we have 3 officials here at these MIA tournament games, and now they brought the young woman who's the official into it. So that one guy, like you said, he's really adamant about the foul.
He's going to the table. Yeah.
And I think they're going to call it on Adrienne, even though she was basically standing there. I'm sorry, on Alasia. And Lisa Downs is not very happy about that. Lisa is a demonstrative coach on the sidelines.
So that's on
No,
Kaylee.
they're calling it on Sullivan, and that's her second now. And she's really upset because I think she thought, as I thought, it was on Drummonds. The shot underneath is no good. Rebound is put back up and in by Alex Cassidy. 6 points for her, and Norwell gets the first basket in a few controversial seconds of this game so far. All right, coming back up is Perazzo. Gives it off to Sullivan on the right side. Sullivan will take it out towards the middle. She'll drive to the net. No, she won't go to the basket. Gives out to Drummonds. Drummonds' 3 is no good. Rebound, good box out by Norwell.
Nice
and
box out by Oliver.
Reagan Dowd ends up with it, but Oliver did the great box out on that. Okay, Oliver brings it back up, looking to go to the basket, and she does. And it was pretty easy for her. And now she has 11 points in the game. And Norwell's gotten the first 2 in this quarter. Foxborough needs to respond. All right, up top is Perazzo. Taking it around the right side again. Now Sullivan will go in towards the baseline, running into 2 defenders, goes underneath them, and gets pushed from behind. Will they give it? Who they'll give it to is a question. They're going to give it to Paige McGuire. I thought there was a chance that Oliver might have been also responsible for that, but McGuire gets that one, and it is 1 foul apiece for the teams. Foxborough inbounds. On the right side, Perazzo thought about the 3. Now she's looking for someone, gets it behind the back dribble, tried to take it, gives it to Hill. Hill gets the cross-court pass to Drummonds. Now out top. Perazzo has it back. Perazo stopped and sort of blocked a little bit by Dowd, and she gets the ball and gives it off to Oliver. Oliver will take it up. She stops at the three-point circle. That one is off the rim. Drummond's alone for the rebound. She'll take it back up. Quick pass up to the left side. Sampson gets it up to the middle to Perazo. Perazo will take it into paint again, and they have to go back out. Straight on shot. No good by Sampson. Rebound on the floor. Everybody's battling for it. There'll be a whistle eventually, and here it is.
And great hustle by Perazo there.
And it will be Foxborough ball.
These are the plays that, get you that possession, to have another offensive set.
Perazo inbound quickly. Drummonds has it up top. Perazo to the right side, to the left side rather. Perazo to Drummonds again. Drummonds now on the right. She's going to take the three. Might be a two. She was on it, but didn't. Oh, she just passed it. I'm sorry. I was looking at her feet. Went into Hill, but that one got knocked away, and so.
And she got that dump pass, or that entry pass on the pick and roll, and Kylie, that would have been a nice play.
All right, bringing the ball up is Cassidy. Cassidy almost loses it, but hangs on to it, being covered pretty closely there by Hill. All right, gets it to Oliver. She'll swoop around. The layup no good, but the rebound sitting right there. Cassidy will be fouled. She doesn't get the basket, but she'll get two shots. Sullivan now with her third foul.
And this is kind of what Norwell would prefer right now, a third foul, with that second foul being very ridiculous.
And especially when she takes those drives into the lane, somebody could just stand up on her and draw that offensive foul.
Great
missed
point.
the first one. Timeout called. I didn't see who called it.
Foxborough.
Okay. So Foxborough will talk it over here. This is a little turn of events here that you don't really want to see if you're a Foxborough fan. Seeing Kaylee Sullivan with three. She actually fouled out of last year's state title game in the fourth quarter, but they had enough of a lead and enough of momentum to take them the rest of the way. And they had Cam Collins, who was obviously an outstanding player, and scored a lot of points in that game, and has gone on to good things in college as well.
Right.
St. Mary's of Lynn has already won their game against Pittsfield today. That Pittsfield was the number 5 seed. So, assuming that all is as it has been in the past, that game, that state title game, will probably end up at the Tsonga Center in Lowell. I heard there might be some issues with hockey tournaments, but we'll find out. As usual, the MIAA tries to settle these things at the last minute. All right, the second shot here is good by Alex Cassidy. She has 3 of the 5 points for Norwell in this quarter. Sullivan, stop and pop, no good. Rebound, fought for. Hill gets it down, takes it back out to Sullivan. Sullivan will to the runner again, and the runner goes.
Nice rebound by
Good
Hill.
rebound and a good assist by her as well. Get the ball out to the player you know can score. All right. Pantillo inside to, and a block by Perazo, I believe, on that one, on the shot by Cassidy, and a travel. A 3-second call. 3-second, is it?
I don't know what that was. I don't know if he's calling.
Unless he's calling a clear-out foul, I don't know. I'm not hearing anything else, so I'm just assuming it was a violation.
We'll ask Kathy Brady after the game. She's here.
And what do we have here?
I think we have,
a reversal? I have no idea what has just happened. But anyway.
So it's Norwell ball.
It is Norwell ball. Oh, she stepped on the line and she passed. That's what happened. Perazo kind of stepped out. Long shot, no good. Rebounded by Norwell. Another shot blocked inside.
Ava Hill hustling on the ground.
Yep. Hill ties out. No, that was, let's see.
Yep.
That was Hill who tied it up here. She lost her barrette, I think. Whatever's holding her, whatever scrunchie or whatever is holding her hair into a ponytail. There's a three-point attempt, no
Nice.
good. Rebounded by Foxborough. All right, Perazo looking cross court to Hill. Back out to Drummons. Drummons thinks about it. Now she'll come into the lane, take it back outside the circle. Perazo, right side, drive, puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Pantilla. Pantilla will take the ball right all the way in until she gives it off underneath, and a foul on McGuire's drive. Let's see who gets called for that one. That's called on Sullivan, and that's her fourth foul, and she's not happy. And Lisa Downs is actually.
That, to me, from this distance, that was Perazo.
Yeah,
I don't know what is going on.
I couldn't tell from here, but
I was looking at Perazo the whole time. She looked concerned.
Sullivan's going to come out of the game, and Paige Allen will go back, and Sullivan's not happy. The first shot,
she wasn't even in the play, so I don't know. I'm telling you, this daylight savings is a horrid idea, but we got to do it for the farmers. We need food.
I'm not sure that has much of an effect on this game right now, but the first shot rolled out.
She wasn't even in the area. It's just silly.
The first shot by McGuire rolled out, and the second one
is good.
All right, this is a challenge for Foxborough now. Kaylee Sullivan's on the bench with 4 fouls, and that is very unfortunate for them. For the Clippers, very good. Foxborough will bring the ball up now, and this will be a test of their mettle. Perazo covered closely as she brings it up.
And they want that, yeah.
And there'll be a foul as Perazo drives to the basket, and I don't know if that's a makeup or not, but it definitely was called.
This is a leadership time for Adriana Perazo. She's a junior. She has her senior captain that's out with 4 fouls. It's time to go. It's time to shine, and let's take control. Adriana Perazo.
That foul is the 3rd on Pantilla, and Adriana Perazo goes to the foul line. First one bounces out, does not go. Foxborough needs to hit the free throws when they're going to get these opportunities.
They need to keep fighting for those boards. They need to try to push the fast break. That's how we get our points.
Coming back into the game for Norwell is Tess Murray, number 5. Perazo's second free throw is good. These backboards are a little different than most backboards you see. They have holes drilled in them throughout the middle. I was told a long time ago by my former athletic director that A, not only does it save money, but B, they don't crack as easily as, sometimes you have some kids that want to go up there and hang on the rim. These things are a little stronger that way. All right. Dowd looks in. Shot, no good. Rebound.
There's nobody on the weak side. Naomi Agasvivas, she's got to be on that weak side and blocking out a player. She's too worried about help defense and helping out the weak side.
The shot by Oliver did not go, but went off a Foxborough player, and so will be inbounded by Cassidy. Cassidy getting covered. That's a 5-second violation. Good job by Ava Hill there. Didn't ever gave her a look, and everybody else was covered as well.
Nice job, Warriors.
So now Foxborough has the ball. They're trailing 37-31 here with 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter, and their best scorer is on the bench with 4 fouls. Up the court is Perazo. She's being attacked, and she does get fouled, and I think that's on Murray, I think. And it was on Murray. 3rd foul on Norwell. Foxborough will have the ball under the basket. Perazo to the left of the rim as we are looking at the court from our position as well. Hill gets it in, now gets it to Agasvivas, gives it back to Perazo. She'll take the 3, no good. Rebounded, skipped off. It took a kind of a weird bounce, and Hill was surprised by where it went. Then it skipped out of bounds, and nobody could catch up to it, so it is Norwell ball. So inbounding the ball, and Foxborough showing pressure here. Reagan Dowd has it, passes it up quickly to Cassidy. Cassidy almost loses the ball, gets it over to Murray. Back to Cassidy. Cassidy on the baseline. No, back out. And nice. That one tipped away, but now it's still bouncing around. Now Murray gets it and taking the shot from 3-point line. No good. That was by, I didn't see who had the rebound. That was by, that was Oliver. The initial shot was by Heidi Warren, and Oliver got the rebound and put that one up. It's an 8-point deficit as that 3-pointer is no good by Hill. And what do we have?
So Norwell ball.
Must have hit something somewhere along the way.
Went out of bounds.
Okay. Norwell, again, Foxborough pressing. Giving them trouble. That's a steal by Perazo. Perazo almost carries that ball as she dribbles it, but Peraza will take it back out as all the Warriors get back into position. Peraza take it to the basket.
Oh boy,
and
that's almost a flagrant
offensive foul.
What?
I think.
That's out of control. That is a horrible call. That is terrible.
That is.
She wasn't even in. She was on the side of her.
Well, I'll tell you,
okay.
I gotta admit, I was surprised by that too.
Let's see the replay. That's ridiculous. Absolutely trash. That's terrible. Let's see.
Now we're looking at the. We're not looking at that right now, probably for good reason. I don't know, but yeah, that foul, of course.
We're going to discuss here that she was on the side. There was no position at all whatsoever. All right,
here
let's
we
see.
go. Let's see what happens.
I might
here.
retract this.
She's got the drive going in and steps in.
What?
She's moving a little bit, but I think that's.
I think he.
That
no,
could have been.
He had no position. She had no position. She was not in the way.
She was not in front of her.
Not in the way.
She was not stationary.
No.
Yes.
They need to discuss that, and they need to retract that. That's absolutely ridiculous.
They can't retract it, but I think basically, I think they can know in their hearts that maybe that was wrong.
Right, and that's sweet. That's really sweet. But that's fine. That was an awful call. But we're moving on because we're Foxborough Warriors.
Fourth team foul. Thanks, Kate. Fourth team foul here on the Warriors. There's 2:17 left here in the third quarter. It's an 8-point deficit. It is an 8-point lead for the Norwell Clippers, which is most important to them, obviously, as they break the press. They get the ball up from the corner.
It's a great pass.
Nice back pass to Murray.
Nice shot.
Worked. Terrific pass by Warren back to Murray. And it's a 10-point lead now. All right. Warriors have the ball. Peraza faking three a couple of times. Foxborough's got to move a little bit more without the ball. They're really not moving right now. The three-pointer by Drummonds is no good. Rebounded by Hill. Gets it back out. All right. Now they have to start running some plays here. Peraza's just going down to the basket. And it falls out.
And there's no call on that foul, that tip foul. This guy needs a dunk a lot. He needs a Dunkachino. He needs some caffeine or sugar or something. It will be
Foxborough's ball.
This is okay. Come on.
Drummonds has it. Works it out top. Aguas Vivas gives it to Peraza. But again, now look at them. They're just standing there. Hill back to Peraza. Peraza with the three. Now they've got to crash the boards. They don't get it in that case. And
that was a tough one.
Cassidy gets it to Oliver. Oliver will take it up. Oliver drives to the basket, now takes it back out again. In the corner to Reagan Dowd. Reagan Dowd shot no good. Rebounded by Foxborough. Naomi Aguas Vivas has it. Peraza will bring it up. Norwell gets back on defense. Peraza looking to try to see what's there. She's going to take the three.
And it's
a line drive shot, but it worked.
Great shot. And Kaylee Sullivan still on the bench with 4 fouls.
And she'll have to be there for a while. 9 points for Peraza. 39 seconds left here in the quarter. It is a 41-34 Norwell lead. Norwell has the ball. Reagan Dowd has it up top. And they are taking as much time off the clock as they can. There is a shot clock going. It's 14 seconds right now. Murray has it. Murray will take it to the center of the court.
And watch
now
out
she'll
for
try
Oliver
to drive on the right side.
Watch out
on
for
the
her.
right side, no good by Dowd. Rebound fought forward. Will go off of Kylie Sampson. I believed it did. And yeah, I guess they did. No, guess it didn't.
So yeah, Foxborough ball. No, she got bumped. That should have been a foul.
That's
why I put my fist up, because that should have been another foul.
I was watching it pretty closely there, Kate, and I really thought it went off of her, but the half-court shot, no good.
Little early.
And I think that was your son that just fielded that ball, wasn't it?
Yeah.
On the camera. Well, 3 quarters are in the books, and
well, we got 3 seconds left here.
We got 3 seconds left, so the time did not expire on that.
Here.
All right, now let's see.
Fouls.
Murray takes it up.
And
that
she
one
just fouled her. She just fouled
was there
her
a
for
foul?
3.
They're going to send her to the foul line.
She just fouled her.
And oh my goodness, Lisa Downs is just beside herself here.
This guy's address is 123 Main Street.
No.
Norwell.
All right, so he's trying to explain Lisa Downs is trying to explain what she saw. Meantime, that first shot no good by Alexander Cassidy. She gets another 2. Second one is off the mark too. That misses altogether. So it may not hurt Foxborough that much, but is that Cassidy or is that no, I'm sorry, that is number 5. That's Tess Murray.
Or Terry. Yeah, I can't even see.
And that one goes.
And she makes that one. So that's
1 out of 3. So 42-34 is the score here at the end of 3 quarters. The Norwell Clippers in command, looking to get back to the state title game for a second straight year. Only 6 points scored by Foxborough in that quarter. I'm sorry, we even have to be 8.
Let's have a replay here of Adriana Perazzo.
Foxborough again scored only 6 points in the quarter.
And we'll get back. FCA working hard in the truck. Oh, here we go. And nice screen to block off that player. And nice job. That was needed by Adriana Perazzo. Norwell
outscored Foxborough 11-6 in that period. They were outscored 15-16 by Foxborough in the second quarter, but that first quarter, 16-12, has put Norwell pretty much in the driver's seat for most of this game.
So, you know, we'll see what happens here. Sullivan's back in the game with 4 fouls. I'm going to count her out, you know, for really, you know, playing defense. Although, you know, like you said, I agree with you. If she goes in for a drive and someone steps in for a charge, that's it.
Sullivan was, excuse me, was 17 points. 17 points so far in the game for Sullivan, so below her average of 25.3, and saddled with 4 fouls. So Foxborough will have the ball to start the 4th quarter. Perazzo gives it off to Hill. Hill looks over to the left side, gets it to Sullivan. Sullivan looking, gets it back to Hill, top of the key. Hill to Sullivan. Sullivan will drive. She's not afraid to drive, and she scores. 19 points for Sullivan. And Foxborough draws first blood of the last quarter. Oliver takes it up right side, tries to get into Pantilla. Pantilla covered closely, shoots over double teaming, doesn't go, but right there for the rebound, and there'll be a foul. Was right there for the rebound was Paige McGuire.
And again, that's another mental mistake. Adriana Perazzo needs to get in front of her player, block them out when there's a shot going up.
And that's Perazzo's fourth
Yes.
foul they have on the board there, so that is also scary. That shot is in by that was by Oliver. And now
game.
Oliver has 15 points in the game. Foxborough with the ball. Foxborough has to answer, and that's not a familiar position for them to be in this year. Hill gives it off to Sullivan. Sullivan behind the back dribble will try to penetrate. Now takes it back outside the circle. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Open on the right side. Perazzo's shot no good. Rebounded.
Nice try.
By Cassidy. Gives it off to Oliver. And I could see, it's early still, but I could see Norwell trying to take a little bit more time off the clock on every possession.
Agree. That's that dish right there.
At the foul line, and now driving. Cassidy, no good. Rebound by Hill, and she might have been pushed from behind there. I think she was. And I think she was pushed. Hill was pushed by Cassidy. And that should be her 3rd foul.
And we got a replay here.
And here we go.
And just, you know, just gracefully,
and
regularly getting a rebound, and, you know, Cassidy getting in there trying to be sneaky.
All right. Drummonds brings the ball up for Foxborough. Looking again, they're in stationary positions right now, which is unusual. Sullivan has to get the errant pass, does. Sullivan going one-on-one into the lane, now gets it back out to Drummonds. Almost walked on that, but she did put the ball down. Drummonds looking, foul line, jumper.
Nice.
Good. Drummonds from the foul line. 44-38 is the score here. Norwell in the lead. Oliver takes charge, gives it off to Alexandra rather. Alexander Cassidy with the basket. She's got some length, and that helped her on that one. Quickly back up. Sullivan has the ball. Sullivan now stop and pop in the lane. No good. Rebounded. It's a short shot. It's rebounded easily by Cassidy. And once again, Oliver has charge of it. So it's a 12-point. I mean, sorry, it's an 8-point deficit right now.
Ooh.
And underneath, the ball is loose. Here comes Naomi Aguas-Vivas. Pulls it back outside the circle. Gives it to Drummonds. Alasia Drummonds has the ball. Break to the basket. Sullivan, she has to stop. That shot doesn't go up, but it's rebounded. And Aguas-Vivas has it. Right side goes inside. Hill trying to go. She gets the double teaming there, and it falls off the rim. It wasn't a bad idea. And the rebound is still in Foxborough's hands. And there's a foul, but no, not called. And here comes Reagan Dowd. Reagan Dowd brings the ball down for Norwell. She'll wait till her teammates get back down to set up the offense. And that just takes precious time away. We're at 4:23 left here in this fourth quarter of play. And the quick pass inside, and a score by Alexandra Cassidy. I think it was.
I think that was Oliver.
That was Oliver? Okay, I'm sorry,
She's
you're
having
right.
a great game. And a couple of mental mistakes here by the referees. Let's see, that's out of bounds. That should have been Clipper ball. That's a foul. That's missed by this ref, so that's fine. That's fine. Everybody has a bad day, you know. You're never going to ref a perfect game.
Right now, the worst day is being had by the Warriors. Unfortunately, it is 48-38. Now, this is a nice little shot here by Alasia Drummonds. She
that was very needed.
Faked and then took it back to a nice little foul line type jumper, a little bit farther back, and that went. But they need more of that, and they need it in a hurry because they are down inside the last 4 minutes of play here, and it's getting a little tight for the Warriors as they might exit this tournament a little bit early for what they're used to in the last few years. But for Norwell, they're looking to take care of some unfinished business from last year.
And yeah, I mean, they have 4 seniors, people that are experienced coming back. I mean, absolutely. Why not? And they're probably thinking, why not us?
Norwell has won their games by an average of 20 points this year. 56-36 is their average score. Oliver, she put in a career-high 30 against Bellingham. She had 8 other games of 20 or more points. And so she has definitely been a leader of this team. If Foxborough has the ball, Adriana Perazzo gives it to Kaylee Sullivan. Sullivan will stop and pop from the right side. That's a money shot for her. 21 points for Sullivan. It's an 8-point lead for Norwell. Norwell, again, looking to probably take a little more time off the clock. 3:47 showing. Pass inside. Oliver got snuck free. That's been there a lot. She has 10 points in the second half, 19 in the game.
You know, it's like once Foxborough starts to chip away, you know, Norwell just, you know, puts another 2 points up.
Hill gives it back to Perazzo. Now Sullivan has it. Right side, turns around for the quick 3. It goes! Sullivan's first 3 of the game. And it's a 7-point deficit. Oliver taking it up for Norwell. Gives it off to Cassidy. Cassidy in the lane. She'll do the hook shot. No good. Rebounded. Fought for. Coming down with it is Adriana Perazzo. She will take it up. Quick pass up ahead. Off the hands.
One thing at a time.
Was that? Yes, it was. It was Sampson.
Yeah, one thing at a time. It's tough. That's always a tough situation. You know, you think of the urgency. You want to, you know, maybe put the shot up or feed your teammate back. And almost a mental mistake by the Clippers.
All right, Oliver has it. She's being covered closely by Hill, and there'll be a bump.
That was a late call.
Oh, no, it was a timeout.
Okay.
I think they called the timeout
like,
instead. Called the timeout instead. It's 2:47 left. Let's look at Sully as she just did the quick little turnaround. About 22 feet, 23 maybe.
Just a quick release.
Turns around and gets it. So it's a 7-point game right now. And the Warriors need to show what got them here to get farther. Meanwhile, Norwell, they've been showing this all year as well.
Yep.
They've got to show a little gumption here to stop a good team.
They do, and I feel like they're in a little bit of control here, you know, which is an uncomfortable situation for the Warriors, but they have to buckle down, think about their fundamentals, everything purposeful, crisp passes, you know, boxing out, defense, boxing out, you know, on defense, not letting the Clippers get those second and hopefully not third opportunities.
The winner of this game faces a team that has won 3 of the last 4 Division III championships. They didn't win it last year because they didn't get to the championship game. Foxborough took care of St. Mary's in the state semifinal at UMass Boston last year. But this one is coming down to the wire here, and right now St. Mary's has already won their game out against Pittsfield. And this will be a state championship attempt for them as the ball is inbounded. Reagan Dowd has it, now gets it back out to Cassidy. Cassidy being covered pretty closely. Again, they're pretty stationary right now too. Foxborough in a man-to-man. They switch off occasionally on whoever's got the ball. Right now, that ball is in the hands of
3 seconds on the shot clock.
Right, driving to the basket
And that's
scoring by Paige
excellent.
McGuire. And that was just open for 52-43. Foxborough with the ball. 2:09 left. Foxborough back and forth from the perimeter. Looking for the runner, no good. Was that Hill on the rebound runner? I think it was.
Sullivan took it in.
Okay, Sullivan did take it in, all right. All right. All briefly losing the ball, but getting it back is Oliver. Oliver again looking to kill a little clock there. Especially now, 1:38 left. This one's getting too tight. A block by Hill on the shot by Dowd. Foxborough has the ball. They don't really have time to set up these plays. They've got to go to the basket. They've got to get it done. 1:23 left. Drummond's spin move, and she's fouled on the way in. I think that's on Oliver, but we'll see.
So down by 9, Drummond's at the line for 2.
That is on Pantilla, and that is her 4th foul. Alasia Drummond's at the foul line. She has 5 points so far in the game. Has not been to the foul line yet tonight. First one is good.
Nice job. Nice composure. Sophomore. She'll be back next year.
And a timeout called by the Foxborough Warriors between the free throws. So it is an 8-point deficit with 1:19 left.
So Drummond's is going to sink this second free throw, and then we're going to deny everything. I think that's what Lisa is talking to her team about right now. Nobody gets the ball inbounded. Nobody gets beat long. I suspect another timeout will be called for Norwell to regroup, or Foxborough, you know, might not be able to get this done.
Coach Lisa Downs and her staff, Brian Brown, Haley Knowles, Scott Foley, they've been doing the job all year long. But right now, not a lot of time left in this game. And Norwell's had a pretty good set of answers so far, especially when they get down to the other end of the court. There have been open opportunities for them to drive the basket.
They've been having a great offensive game, Norwell. It seems like every single shot they take goes in, so, you know, they came prepared.
But they've made a few mistakes, and Foxborough has taken care of that. The Foxborough defense is really what is in control of this game right now, at least for their viewpoint, as Alasia Drummonds goes back to the foul line for her second shot. She made the first. Dips and shoots, and that's good. 7-point deficit, 1:19 left. Foxborough pressing. Norwell does break across. Pantilla gets it across. Cassidy, and a foul on Hill. So now Foxborough's fouling to try to get the ball back.
Second.
It was second foul, second on the team. So they've got a couple of fouls to kill here. Oh, but they get the quick pass in to Oliver. It was over the head of everyone, and that could be the nail in the coffin right there. 1:04 left. That was a big basket for Norwell. Sullivan blocked, but Foxborough still has the ball, but now it's taken away. And I think we're seeing the end of the Warriors season coming up quickly. Unfortunately, I think that one now is to a foul on Sampson. That is on, that foul is on Kylie Sampson. I think they're having a little trouble identifying at the other end of the court. Third team foul against Foxborough. They will attempt to inbound again. Sampson, seeing Oliver right there, does tug on her, and that will get the ball back. It's the last one they had to kill. As Sampson fouls her. 48.4 seconds left. A 9-point lead for Norwell. The Clippers on the verge of going to their second straight state title game.
You know, it was really great that the athletic director, he got a fan bus, so that was really awesome of him to do.
And there is a foul that will send Oliver to the foul line.
Really
Sampson with that foul again, and Oliver will go to the foul line.
Do we know where she's going to college?
I don't yet.
She's an excellent player.
21 points for her so far. Misses the first.
And we have a replay here.
Let's just see how this one goes right over the head.
And just nice pass.
And she did have her hands up too.
Nice execution.
The second shot is good. 55-45, 42 seconds left. Foxborough brings the ball up.
Yeah, the Warriors need to release the ball. Nice
Perazo
try.
will be fouled by Pantilla, and that will be Pantilla's fifth, I believe. It is. And Adriana Perazo will go to the foul line.
And 13 fouls out, so she's a senior.
Adrian Dowd coming in.
Great job.
Bryn excuse me, Bryn Allen coming in for the Warriors.
Yep.
Ava Hill going out. Senior playing in her last game. And that one drops in. Another shot. I don't know why they were all reacting like it was 1-1. There's no such thing anymore.
Right? Well.
10 points for Adriana Perazo in this game. The second shot is good. 30 seconds left. No shot clock.
Ooh.
Ball slapped away briefly, but Reagan Dowd comes back up with it for Norwell. Double teaming and a foul called. No, a Norwell timeout instead. I'm sorry. 20 seconds left, and Norwell will have the ball at the inbound. And I would imagine they'll probably sub out some of these players here, I would think.
I think that's about right. That's what we typically see at this time.
Okay. It's been a great run for the Warriors for a long time. You can see that maybe their depth kind of hurt a little bit, not having a lot of people available on the bench. But I think that certainly the players that were out there did what they had to do to keep getting another round up. But unfortunately, it's going to end the round short for them. It's what they're used to for the last couple of years anyway.
You have 7 players on the Norwell Clippers scoring. You have Foxborough with 4 people. So, that might be your answer. And, a couple other assessments that, we could figure out later.
Norwell will have the ball.
15 seconds left in the game.
Maddie Oliver has it in her hands. Gets it across to Dowd. Dowd will hang on to it. Foxborough will not foul. They'll let them have this one. And that will be it. 2-1. And that's it. The final score, Norwell 55, Foxboro 47. Foxboro dethroned as the Division III state champion. Norwell will have another chance to get that title when they will go up sometime this weekend. And an assignment that we assume to be UMass Lowell.
UMass Lowell again.
Against St. Mary's of Lynn, the #1 seed in the tournament. So, Kate, your final thoughts as I tally up the totals here a little bit here.
You know, I'm going to hand it to Norwell. They played a great game. I feel like they had great buckets, great defense, great rebounding. The Warriors, they put up their effort. I wish them the best of luck. I actually hope they get beat pretty bad by St. Mary's of Lynn because I'm salty. Of course I'm salty.
Kate, be nice.
I'm competitive. That's okay though. I think that's is a good and bad quality. But I was impressed with Oliver. I was impressed with her teammates. I thought they were composed and I thought they were ready to go.
Well, I definitely think Oliver was everything as advertised, and
yeah,
you know, I think Reagan Dowd, as I'm tallying everything up, I'll know it. And I think she only got 8 points, but again, she's a very big part of the team. I think Alexandra Cassidy really overachieved in terms of my expectations, and she did a great job out there tonight.
And the younger Dowd showed some.
I'll have the totals done in a second. So, your thoughts about maybe going forward for Foxborough and what they can look forward to? They do lose. Kaylee Sullivan, they lose Ava Hill. Who else did they lose senior-wise?
They lose Addie.
And Addie Reuter, who could not play tonight.
I think we'll see what happens. There's a strong 8th grade crowd. That grade, that got to play on JV. And then there's some, 7th graders that might actually get bumped up to do JV as 8th graders as well. I think it'll be impressive.
Okay.
And.
I've got the post-game totals here for Norwell. Again, they got a little bit more scoring out of a lot of people. Paige McGuire had 3 points. Alexander Cassidy had 9. Tess Murray had 3. Adrienne Dowd had 5. Holly Pantilla had 4. Maddie Oliver, the tops, with 22 points. Reagan Dowd with 8. And Heidi Warren with 1. Of course, these are all unofficial totals here, but I'll do my best with them. For the Warriors, Adriana Peraza with 11, Alasia Drummonds with 7, Kaylee Sullivan with 24, and Kylie Sampson with 5. And we are joined by the Warriors. Number of the seniors on the team here: Kaylee Sullivan, Ava Hill, Addie Reuter, and by Coach Lisa Downs here in the post game. Coach, obviously, do you have a microphone available to you, or? Okay, well, I'll talk to the kids. Guys, I know it's very, very emotional for you right now, and I will do my best to be sensitive to that. But you know what? I have had a great time watching you kids for as long as you played. I really have. And I know that every now and then you run into that situation where it's going to be a little tough. And I think that today was that situation. When Norwell got out to a 16-12 lead early, I think that put you guys in a hole that you had trouble fighting back from the whole game. Kaylee, you want to start off with your thoughts of this game?
I think that we were very undersized in this game, and that was hard to come back from, and the refs were not great. Obviously, they're a really good team, and we had a really good season, and I'm proud of us.
You had a great season. You all did have a great season, and I think I'd agree with you on just about all those comments. There were a couple of calls where I think Kate was having a conniption about them. I know that, and I had to try to rein her in a little bit. But I also know that there were a couple of calls that I just thought were totally out to lunch. Ava, again, they had some size, they had some length, and I noticed there were a couple of times you were trying to flash open when you were on offense, and yet there would be a long arm that would knock the ball away from you.
Yeah, exactly. That was one of our problems during the game. Just couldn't get it into the paint, especially flashing. We usually do that a lot. It's like part of our offense, so it was really tough to have that kind of taken away from us.
Yeah, there were moments too that I thought in the fourth quarter. I mean, the deficit started to grow a little bit at the beginning, but I saw you guys fighting back as always. And you're not in that position a lot this year. I mean, I remember a team from 2020 that I covered here a long time ago that it seemed they couldn't get going until they were down 12 or 13 points. But it's a different position for you guys to be in. Yet you had that resolve that's been in you guys all along. And I know it's very frustrating to kind of not have that opportunity to take it over the top. They answered a lot, and they had a couple of open lanes to the basket. I think there was one inbounds pass where the pass was just over Kylie's hands and into Maddie Oliver's hands.
Kylie did such a great job tonight. She doesn't get enough credit, I feel like, for guarding Oliver. She was one of their best players. We tried to help as much as possible, but Kylie really did such a great job tonight.
It was just size that was really the issue, the only issue.
Yeah, I think that they did have some length. The other kid I thought that surprised a little bit tonight was Alexandra Cassidy, number 4. She's long. She's got long arms, and she got some good baskets when she needed them, too. So, all in all, though, I mean, where you folks have been, you know, there's nothing that anybody could or should say to take anything away from what you've accomplished for these last couple of years. It has been a privilege of mine to be able to do some of these telecasts, not all of them. I wish I could do all of them. And I've really enjoyed watching you guys play, following it as closely as I had. I would watch every game at home. Kaylee, I'm doing a little quick math here. You ended up with 1,895 points, if I'm not mistaken, which is a great career, And I want to thank you for every one of those points that I got to watch. And,
Great job.
also, just Ava, Addie, all of you. It has been it's been a personal privilege. Lisa, can I get you to get a couple of comments in here to help out? Thank you so much. Lisa, this has been
I'll come down.
This has been a challenging year in a lot of ways too, and certainly we've seen the pressure's always on a team, especially when you won 2 state titles. Could you talk about how well all of these kids responded to everything that they faced this year?
I mean, we had to really reconfigure everything this year, considering who we graduated last year, and I really leaned into the seniors for a lot of leadership that, I knew it was in them, but I didn't even expect to what extent that they stepped up this year in order to take control of the team and help the underclassmen to realize that we had the potential to be right exactly where we are tonight. Maybe, even a little bit further. But, I mean, I honestly didn't know what was going to happen with this season. I didn't know what they were capable of until they started putting things together. And once they did, it was exciting to watch. It was fun to be part of. And, it made me realize, coaching is a hard thing. And this year is a little bit harder than a lot of other years. And I think that, I just hats off to these seniors because what they brought to practice every day and what they made the younger kids realize, even the youth, they look up to them as if they're celebrities because they act that way. They carry themselves very well, and I'm super proud to be a coach.
I've seen that so many times over the years, too, that, the young kids are the ones that benefit a lot because they watch these kids. They want to grow up to be them. I'm sure all of these kids watched the kids before them, and they wanted to grow up to be them. I want to ask Addie a quick question. Could you share the...
Here,
Addie, you had to battle back from 2 knee injuries. And, I know there were long rehabs and they were tough. Could you just talk a little bit about the desire you had to get back to this team and to do what you could to help this team?
I think that the team culture that was established here was very important and very helpful in fighting back to play. And I'm so grateful for that. And, I'm just so grateful for this program and this team. It's been really special.
They have been. This is a special program, and I've been proud to have been covering it since the 1970s. And, of course, your coach knows because I picked her to the All-Star team years ago for the Sun Chronicle. And it's been a part of my life. It's been a part of Foxborough, the community, and everybody in town should be proud of every single one of you and be right there. And, even if you're not going to a state championship game, you guys are still champions in my heart, and I'm sure in the hearts of everybody in Foxborough. So, folks, these are the Warriors. They gave it their best tonight. The final score of this one was 55-47, Norwell. I want to thank the Warriors, Coach Lisa Downs, all of these kids. I want to thank my partner, Kate Hill, tonight, and I do want to thank Foxboro Cable Access for giving me the opportunity to excuse me, to broadcast these games and to not tear up on camera right now, because I'm going to miss them all too. Thank you so much, everyone, and good night from Taunton.